but probably was in the back garden or something showing his little one, this is how it's done.
It was a sensational strike, and what a way to get you up and running on Wednesday night with a goal like that. It's enough to just leave you gobsmacked. But then they continued after that and done what they haven't done for a majority of the season, and that is go and put teams to the sword and score goals. It was so refreshing to come in at half time. All right, they conceded just before, which made it, slightly uneasy coming out, but they still had a 2-goal lead, which hasn't happened. I think once at Southampton, that was it. And that is what United are capable of and what we need to see them get back to doing.
I mean, although it was obviously a great show for Manchester United earlier in the week, it was against Leicester.
Yeah.
Different competition tonight against Chelsea. I mean, and I'm saying tonight, it feels very dark already. I mean,
and it will be by the time we kick off.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, how different do you think we could potentially set up or play against Chelsea today?
I don't think that we will set up differently in that, and this is only my opinion, is that I noticed something about Manuel Ugarte on Wednesday night where I thought he could be a Ji-Sung Park when called upon, and that is somebody who can man mark, like do a job for 90 minutes man marking. And when you've got somebody in the opposition like Cole Palmer that they rely on so heavily both to create and to score goals, I don't think it can be a bad way to set your team up with Manuel Ugarte just making sure that Cole Palmer doesn't have the influence that he has had in many a game for Chelsea since he joined. He's a sensational player, but let's see how he copes with something like that. Whether Ruud will do that or not, I don't know.
I mean, you'll have to see, as you said, I think everyone's wondering what the style of play is going to be like when our new manager comes in. And obviously he knows Manuel Ugarte very well. There are certain players that could, for instance, that he may that might get a look in a bit more. So he might want to show himself today, Ugarte, as you said, to obviously show what he can do, because, as you said, Diogo Dalot might be called a bit more utilised, especially to the stadium, just really build up that mentality.
But I arrived here soon after 10:30 this morning, and these barriers are already up and there's already people standing behind them. That's 6 hours before kick-off, so you can see what it means to these fans that are here, and slowly but surely during the course of the time, obviously in preparation for the players arriving, it just gets busier and busier, and if you're not here at that time you won't get a spot at the front.
I mean, you can massively. You've got Ruud Van Nisteoorooy, obviously, that's interim manager before obviously Ruben Amorim comes in. You've seen the elation on Ruud's face when the goals were coming in here. I mean, it must be great for him to obviously see, that the players are starting to respond, starting to have that bit of spark in them.
Well, we certainly saw that response on Wednesday night, scoring 5 goals, and the way that they played. I think he's just going to ask for more of the same when it comes to Chelsea. Obviously going to be a different kettle of fish. Chelsea are a really vibrant, attacking, quick side, and it's going to be a totally different to the game that we saw on Wednesday. But if he gets the same response out of them, I think United are in with a fantastic chance of gaining 3 points here this afternoon.
Massively. I mean, we've just seen Ruud Van Nisteoorooy walk past us just then. Obviously, a massive game today. Let us know, obviously, what you're thinking. Get your tweets in, get involved in it on social media. Now, we've also got some of the players here. We've got Diogo Dalot behind us. We've got Rasmus Højlund there as well. I mean, the fans must absolutely love this interaction with them, especially because, as we said, when that stadium is full, it's hard to really just, get to know those personalities, but people don't realise how much it must mean to those fans just have that little small, hello from that player just does for them, because Manchester United is everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And, a lot of these people will probably have come from far and wide, and just for at least one of the players to stop and either say a few words or be able to sign an autograph or a shirt or a ball or whatever it is they've brought, it's invaluable, and it just helps to make the day more sweet.
I mean, exactly that. I mean, there's so many shirts out here, there's everyone getting involved. I mean, we have got Ahmad that's there now. I mean, this is probably a really interesting time for the younger players in the squad, because some of them might not have dealt with this transition before. Some of them don't know how to deal with it, but it's probably great that we've got such a good balance in our squad. We've got, the experience of, Johnny Evans, Harry Maguire, that's obviously used to the loud shouts that people get with Manchester United. But then obviously these young players, they'll need that experience to lean on.
Yeah, of course they do. It's important in all walks of life, but certainly in a football team, to be able to have that mixture of youth and experience. Ahmad has been one of the star performers for me, and obviously he's probably not been involved recently as much as he would have liked, but you can see what sort of an impact he has when he comes on. And I think he's got a huge part to play this season. And Johnny Evans, there's not really much more I can say about him. Just absolutely fantastic. What a professional, and somebody that you can learn from in any football team. But not only that, when he's asked to call upon and do a job, whether it's at centre-back, whether it's at left-back, whatever it is, he does it impeccably.
I mean, exactly that. I mean, are there any particular players that you think will obviously be wanting to shine today? We've seen it, I just said, on Wednesday, you've seen that obviously there was a bit more creativity that was shown there, a little bit more confidence. Today,